at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Mikel Roby brings him down.
Roby Coleman on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Completion here to Claypool. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Boston Scott, his first carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Quick toss outright, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
To Zach Ertz.
An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Eagle ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We're scoreless after one.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Play action. Now Jackson. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Jackson. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 7, Eagles 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run slow.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish.
It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
47 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Jamal Williams.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And it's third down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the Packers' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Zach Ertz, incomplete. It's fourth down and
so with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
first and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 24.
He'll set up to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's third.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Steps away to his left. Now and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Out of bounds.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
4th down, here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This ball complete to Rager. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number
Alshon Jeffrey. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Eagles.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10 at the...
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Wentz. Rager catches it left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
23 yards on the play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Philly. 85 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chase Claypool. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is.